Hey, Minsk.
Fine lodgings you have found, my friend. Boo is already in negotiations with the guardian spirits of this place. In Baldur's Gate, they are likely to be rat-formed and eager to charge rent. But Boo shall secure safe slumber for all. Now, what do you need of Minsk?
You don't carry Boo with you like you used to? I'll tell you to follow me in a little bit. Do you remember why you were meeting with the Zentarim?
So dark an alliance sealed with Sentish contracts, cultish vows, and a dragon's shining horde. You think Minsk could forget? You are correct. I have no idea what any of that was about. But we shall simply... Boo! Why do you gnaw at my soft parts? I am trying to... Once again, in smaller words? I see. This truth you seek. Boo believes that Minsk is knowing more than Minsk knows. But it is a difficult thing.
Supportive squeaking.
There are memories of this time that Minsk does not remember. And Boo suggests that, just as he helps with tricksome itches in awkward places, you must reach what Minsk cannot. The parasite. You can use it to tickle free whatever truth you seek.
Yeah, should I do that? You sound reluctant.
The worm has already whipped me around the city like a slack-backed pony. I have no wish to saddle myself a second time. But if it cannot be Boo who pops inside my skull for a rummage, then I trust you. Or Jahira, but she is currently possessed of an empty head.
Yes, she is, actually. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
At first, there is nothing. His mind is empty as a still expanse of open country. But then... your face, the Stone Lord's face, mirrored in bloodied steel. In the heat of burning buildings, you hold your blade high above pale, frightened faces.
No, that is not right. I slew only monsters. The voice said that they were monsters.
A whisper. The Absolute's voice, twisting the petty guild thieves before you into snarling, savage beasts, feeding on the weak of your city.
The guild. The Stone Lord hunted them, peeled away their rotten ranks one by one to lay bare their corrupt heart. 9 fingers keen. That is what the Absolute bought Black Zentish Steel to do. To kill the Guildmaster.
Oh no. Are we gonna be able to save her? We had better get to the guild hall before the battle is done.
Until Minsk arrives, the battle has not even begun. Whatever strangeness you believe you saw, there is only one simple truth in Minsk's mind. The cult is evil. The guild is evil. And Minsk fights evil. If you cannot believe his words, then watch his doings. We will foil the Zentish plot, and then we will show 9 fingers the 5 fingers of Minsk. Yes?
Well, you seem keen to forget that this was all you're doing.
Minsk has forgotten nothing. Once we are done with the undoing of his deeds, then we will speak of this Stone Lord.
I wonder where the game is going with him, because he's very simple-minded in regards to that good and evil, which works flawlessly in Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, but not so much in this game.
A little rest to brush the road from Boo's fur, and then back to our adventuring.
You're quite quick to call me friend.
Of course, my friend. Or are we not friends?
Well, there hasn't been much time to look for friendship in all this.
Boo never looks to give me fleas. Sometimes you just pick these things up along the path. Now, does Boo see a question in your eye, or just a parasite poking through?
Yeah. Answer me honestly, what's with a hamster?
Well, Boo, explain yourself. Clear enough?
He's not an animal, because I can't speak with animals with him. That's pretty much telling. Perfectly.
Boo has a way with words that we lack. All that space in the cheeks, I am thinking.
That's a very acute observation. Astute, I should say. Enough joking. Does the hamster actually speak to you?
There is nothing jestful in the bond between a ranger and his companion. Before Boo, I was a typical berserker of Rashomon. Duty-bound and full of my own seriousness. The problem with one so gazing of their navel, however, they are easily ambushed. Brigands split my skull like a sodden wineskin. It was as I recovered that Boo first appeared. He told me that I had felt the great poking finger of justice, marking Minsk as its champion and Boo as my guide. As for the headache, well, justice cannot always afford to be gentle.
So you're, okay. This happened before Baldur's Gate 1, by the way. I think this is the introduction of his storyline with... I think he doesn't say it. It's only Dina here that does. Dina here is... the Rashomon, what they do is they have, like, big proving journeys, and his big proving journeys bring Dina here somewhere, or save her, or something to that extent. So you're a paladin of justice?
Do not be ridiculous. If any of us is chosen by the gods, it is obviously Boo. Now, shall we away? My boots crave the crunch of unvirtuous nethers.
That's a good line. No, yeah, you'll join me. When our minds mingled, I saw some strange things.
Oh? The mind of Minsk is a simple place. Of what strangeness do you speak?
The memories resurface. A lifetime of battles blurring into one. A single constant is Minsk, launching into the fray no matter the foe, be they god, monster, or man. It seems just the barest glimpse of what the man before you has seen and done, but enough to know that he has no right to still be alive.
Ah, wait! That look in your eye. I know exactly what visions of Minsk you have seen to cause you such wonder. My pants. Thrice laced, in the Rashomon style, so that a berserker might split skulls without fear of splitting breeches too. They are fiendishly complex, but fear not for Minsk. With training, he has learned to master the many little knots.
No, never mind your pants. You have walked between planes and fought gods.
Well, as have you, no? Do not forget that when you gaze into Minsk, Minsk also gazes into you. We both fight evil, wherever it is found. The who and where are less important than the hamsters you meet along the way. On this matter of sharing memories, I see no reason for us to worry at one another's worms. If there is more we wish to know, we can simply ask, no?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were uncomfortable with our new power.
Is it power? True, it has made Minsk strong. Boo can scarcely get comfortable, so firm has my physique grown. But what does the parasite take in return? It is a horror wrapped in honey. Stay your sweet tooth, says Boo.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to know you a little more, maybe?
There is more than a little to know, I think. I am huge.
Well, yes. So, Jaheira said he spent a century as a statue on the Wide. Oh, that's why he's alive. Right. We read early in the game and recently in the game as well that he was... The statue disappeared, so somebody must have... Yeah, somebody must have unpetrified him. I'd like to hear about it.
Ah, you come in search of stories. It is not yet time to tuck Boo in for the night, but very well. After our adventurings with the Ballspawn, Boo had had his fill of godly flesh. So, we returned to Baldur's Gate for a time. After all, in every city there is a sweaty underbelly, crying out for a virtuous scrubbing. None better to wield a brush than Minsk and Boo. Perhaps we rubbed some villain's rump a little too raw. This Minsk does not know. One moment we stood in the city's slums, the next, ambush! Then Minsk and Boo woke on the Wide, with stone dust in sensitive places.
So that's how you became known as the Stone Lord.
Haha! Perhaps this is the reason, Boo. It is not because of the legendary thickness of my skull.
It is legendary. And you never saw who did it?
The mind of Minsk was occupied with important matters. I was browsing a slum vendor's stall, looking for Boo's favorite nuts. And then, I was stoned. For Minsk, those years passed as quick as a hiccup. It was long ago, then... It is now.
Well, you inspired people even as a statue.
Jaheira says Minsk and Boo were often draped in flowers and showered with wine. Still as stone, but the life of the party nonetheless. But there is no glory without action, and no valor without violence. I would rather be as small as Boo, yet made of muscle and rage and virtue, than as large as Minsk, but made of cold stone.
A Rashaman through and through he is. Is it true you traveled with a Ballspawn who saved Baldur's Gate?
Countless tales are told of Boo and Minsk. Many of them are so outlandish that even I do not know if they are true. Did Minsk bravely fend off the seductive vials of a succubus in the cloisters of Candlekeep? Maybe. Did he take a bath in the river Styx and temporarily forget himself? I do not remember. Did he travel with a spawn of the god of murder, who warred against his evil brethren and battled triumphantly at the throne of Baal itself? Of course! It was a splendid adventure.
All right. How did you come to trust the spawn of such an evil god, though?
Oh, a curious question. Are a child and his father always alike? Take Minsk. He does not have a clear memory of the face of his father, but he does remember tugging on the thick, red whiskers that sprang from his chin. A beard for the ages. Who could have nested there happily through even the harshest of Rashaman winters? Now, look closely at Minsk, and what do you see?
No beard?
Correct! There are more whiskers on Boo's tiny face than on the mighty chin of Minsk. If Minsk did not inherit the flaming red hair of his mother, or the bushy red beard of his father, why would the spawn of Baal inherit his wickedness?
That's surprisingly insightful.
I have many more thoughts about beards to share. I did not know you cared to hear them.
That I didn't mean specifically that. We ought to discuss the tadpole, though.
As you wish, but quietly. It is listening.
Do you know of a cure?
On this matter, I have held small counsel with Boo. If the worm is lodged within our skulls, should it not be possible to simply squeeze like so? till something pops out. Pay that noise no mind. Boo has not feasted on evil's flesh in some time, and it has set his gut to bubbling.
Oh, okay. So you have no ideas for a cure?
None at all. Though Boo is tiny. Perhaps he could just crawl into our ears and... Ah, you are right, Boo. A ridiculous notion. It would be far too dark to see.
All right, follow me.
Minsk shall be your shadow, as Boo is his.
And we have Minsk of Rashemen. A level 1 ranger. I will keep him as a ranger. He does not have a slot for Minsk, for Boo here. In Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, you have quick slots. Basically, you can equip your characters with multiple weapons. So it depends on the class as well. Certain classes have more quick slots. And one of them for Minsk is permanently taken up by Boo. And if you click on it, Boo squeaks. And that's the only thing that happens. And yeah, I don't think he says anything. The Boo doesn't. He's got... Let's look at his clothes. That's just nondescript clothes. He's got nondescript everything as well. Minsk's underwear. Tight, aerodynamic, and built for maximum breathability. Humidity is no friend to hamsters. Oh, that's what is going on. I see where he keeps his Boo. All right. So, here's a backpack. What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You heard that? The backpack is Boo. Has Boo in it. Was that... It only happened the first time, though. Was it coincidental? Or just coincidental, I should say. Oh, boy. Okay, yeah, we have a lot of things to do. Let's talk to our companions. Jaheira.
Yes?
You don't say anything about Boo. Or, no, sorry, Minsk.
Boo seems like a worthy addition to our group. His pet, Minsk, may prove useful also.
Yes, that is true. Will.
A lot on my mind.
Will, well?
Let's talk.
His dialogue, I think, broke. Did you see that? That was weird. I think his dialogue broke. Volo, you're gonna say anything about Minsk?
Whatever happens next.
He doesn't.
On Kresh Kalir, giant space hamsters are a staple food. Their hocks are quite scrumptious, if a bit fatty.
Yeah, they are real. I know they're real. Don't tell Minsk, though. It would devastate him.
And addle his brain even further. Oh, I wouldn't dream of it. Besides, I've never heard of a miniature version, let alone a conversant one. Which means Boo is either a rare specimen or an ordinary hamster. Either way, I'm not about to go nibbling on him.
Yeah, leave the nibbling to me. Or rather, on me. That's what I mean to say. Yeah, that is true. Boo did get turned to stone. So it is possible that it is just a hamster, but it is unlikely considering the gameplay mechanics of us not being able to hear him talk. Even though we have... Oh, freaking hell. We don't have talk with animals on. But I don't think you can hear him if you have talk with animals on. Kind of like, why are you... Do you not like your clothes? Is that what's going on? You don't like those clothes? No, she's just dancing in a weird way.
Minsk just joined our team. This is the best day of my life.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Minsk seems quite the, enthusiastic ally. Would all do well to remain on his good side. And out of the range of his fists.
Yeah, it's a good point, actually. He doesn't use his fists, though. He uses a big sword. Or, actually, I don't know what he uses. He has... Yeah, it's a big sword.
So, we can add one bald wall of muscle to our little group. I'm sure he'll come in handy. Maybe as a doorstop.
Astarion. Why? Why would you be mean to Minsk? Why would you be mean? Either way, yeah. So we have a level up to do. We have a lot of things to do. He comes with 2 scrolls of the thing. But we also, yeah. Let me just take care of a little bit of the inventory here. Okay, so that's taken care of.
justice walks on 4 feet and sleeps in my boot.
We're gonna hear some of his lines.
Minsk takes orders from only one tiny beast, and he is much cuter than a worm. Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Oh, wait a minute. Find familiar boot. What? It's permanent. Wait, what? No way. Wait. And he has find familiar. But that's just normal. No freaking way. Okay, we need to respec him. That's why we selected him. Let's one thing at a time. My God, Jesus. Withers.
Ah, another. Thy name has been recorded. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services.
I can ask you about the things, but I think it's all good. I need the class change.
As thou desire.
And here he is. So he's a ranger, but I don't remember exactly what kind of ranger he is in Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, because he has a berserker thing. He has a berserker ability. I don't know if that's unique to him. I didn't never study that. So we're just gonna keep him as a ranger, and he's a mage breaker. We're not gonna mess with that right now. He's also a beast tamer, which gives him find familiar without spending a spell slot. But that's just that gives him the spell, but he can learn that spell nonetheless. I will probably give him different things, and I will give him different skills as well. So, what do I want him to do in our party? He would probably benefit from having heavier armor, and the reason for that is because I want him to be strength-based. I want him jumping around. He's basically... Cadillac is very dexterity-based. She has a lot of dexterity. But just getting no penalty here is what matters. And having high constitution. Just this is a good build in general for him. Oh wait, we still have that many points? We have that many points. Yeah, the problem with having low constitution or low dexterity is that obviously his initiative is going to be bad. But I do want him to have... I want to focus on his strength, basically. Let's do this build instead, though. Getting a little bit of dexterity. Because the thing is, I don't know if I'm going to be able to give him heavy armor proficiency. And if he at least can have that, that's pretty good. So, we'll give him strength. We'll give him perception and insight. That's the ones that I need. No. Investigation is the one. Well, everything. The stuff that we find out that we find out in the outside world is all random. It's nature, it's other things. So it's not just investigation, but yeah. So that's pretty good. Let's see, favorite enemy. Oh, there's range knight. There's a ranger knight here. You do gain proficiency in heavy armor. But that does mean that I shouldn't go with dexterity. Although it's nice to have. I'll just give him this. It's nice to have because... Yeah, I'll give him this. Because of initiative rolls. Yeah. So, it's pretty good. And then for this... We are going to give him the resistance to fire damage and all these things. Because that's really powerful. And although we have a bow that grants... He's probably going to wear the bow on his back. That grants cold and fire resistance. So, min-maxing a little bit of that. Now, let's level you up. Oh yeah, we're leveling Minsk up. He's got level 1 spell slot. Gains 2 levels, or 2 spells. And a passive for fighting style. 2-weapon fighting? No, I want 2-handed weapon fighting. Dueling. When you are wielding a melee weapon that is not 2-handed or versatile... Nope, that's not what I want. Defense or archery. While wearing armor, gain +1. Yeah, defense is good for a two-handed weapon because, well, you don't have a shield. So, let's get defense. It's not quite what I was hoping for, but still. His spells, I don't know what spells he has, but Hunter's Mark is always good. Lone Striders is likely the best one. That's interesting. It's not even concentration. Huh. Sure. Let's go with that. It's pretty good. And moving on. Subclass. And many things that depend on subclass. Where is the subclass? There it is. We can give him a Hunter. We can give him a Gloomstalker. A Hunter is what I am, I think. And a Beastmaster, which is... gain a beast companion that accompanies you on your adventures and fights alongside you. We could try that. That'd be interesting. I wonder how it works with Boo, though. Because it'd be interesting because it's more of the well, it's not stereotypical, but it's more of the D&D 3.0 kind of ranger class. Because I don't think older rangers had this. So in Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, you didn't have companions. I don't think. Maybe I just never messed with it. Got Dread Ambusher, Superior Dark Vision. Oh, is that what I am? The Gloomstalker. I think so. And the Hunter can seek the most dangerous of prey in Faerun. And gains a passive here. Colossus Slayer. Giant Killer. If a large or bigger creature attacks you, you can use your reaction to make a melee attack. In Horde Breaker, target 2 creatures standing close to each other, attacking them in quick succession. That's really cool, actually. But we're not going to go with that. We're going to go with Beastmaster. I want to see how this works. And we might as well do it for him. And we can replace the spell, which I don't think I want to, unless we have higher levels. We do not. The spells we can also learn would be perhaps Speak with Animals. Or Animal Friendship. Animal Friendship is really good. If we get attacked by animals, just getting animals to fight for us. We kill them so fast, though, so it's not... I mean, at this point, it kind of doesn't matter too much. And Folklore is always nice. It's a concentration spell, but that's I don't know. Yeah, doesn't matter. We're probably going to replace that one in particular later on. New feat available. Yeah. Oh, well, actually, I don't know that we're going to replace it because we still don't have access to level 2s. The feat is going to be, likely, ability improvement. Because... or something that grants us strength. Ooh, Heavy Armor Master. There we go. So, +1 strength, and whenever he's wearing heavy armor, non-magical attacks deal 3 decreased. Which is nice. It's not amazing. Because it's non-magical attacks, but... pretty good. And now he has spells. Replace spells. Let's see. Yeah. So Lesser Restoration. Silence is always a good one, just in case. And Bark Skin is potentially a good one as well. So I will get that. And the level ups don't matter. Oh, they do matter because we get some class features here. I need to look at that. We get an extra attack, which is lovely. And the bond between you and your animal companion grows. Your proficiency bonus is added to its armor class and damage rolls. Yep. It's pretty awesome. We haven't done our animal companion yet. I think that's an ability that we get. So, we'll see. We have replace spell, favored enemy. Okay. So, Mage Breaker. You have a history of battling spellcasters, gain proficiency with Arcana, and can cast True Strike. Yeah, I don't really need that. This one is nice, being able to cast protection from evil and good. I'll go with that. And a Natural Explorer. I'll get Beast Tamer. And nothing here. Okay. I'll get Beast Tamer because honestly those at level 12 we get everything anyway, so it doesn't matter. And we have now a bunch of things we can replace spells. We have another spell that we can learn, which is pretty good. Could go with Lesser Restoration, could go with Cure Wounds, could go with Speak with Animals. Honestly, that fits him a little bit better. And that way I can try speaking with Boo, see what happens. Without having to use a potion or reload. Difficult Terrain. We have become an expert moving through wilderness. Difficult Terrain no longer slows you down. And a new feat. That's pretty awesome. Now, new feat is definitely going to be strength improvement. And class feats. It's more spells. Pretty good. It's high level spells now. What do I want here? Probably protection. Or probably this thing. It can be nice under certain circumstances. Not that we've seen those circumstances, but if we have a horde of enemies coming at us, blocking their path, basically. Not really, but it's kind of... It is kind of nice. Favorite enemy over here. So... that is good for if we get the ensnaring strike. Which we should. Let's go protection from fire. That way the bounty hunter... Or, yeah, it's the bounty hunter, right? Disadvantage on saving throws, yeah. And level 11, we're almost there. Subclass features. Bestial Fury, your bond with your companion has deepened, unlocking their inner strength and giving them an extra attack. Very nice. And replace a spell, which we will not bother. I will get... Potentially Dark Vision. It's until long rest. It's a cool one. But he's human. Yeah, he needs, actually, yeah, he needs that. And the final level. He doesn't get an extra attack. Well, we sort of knew that already, didn't we? He does get a feat, though, so that's nice. And we have all of our spells. And we also have... We could do another ability improvement. But I want Great Weapon Master. If we could, we would bring his Constitution up. But this is just very, very powerful. We just have great weapons for days. But that's what I want him to have. So that's what I'm gonna go with. He's another Karlach, basically. Although not as insightful. So, yeah, let's mess around with his abilities now. Because we can, these are rituals. So we can cast a bunch. They're all rituals. They don't use slots. Nice. We can cast a bunch of things. Dark. Oh, this does use a slot, though. Yeah, okay. I thought, yeah. Yeah, it's fine. But it does last until long rest. Which is good. Gives him ability to see in the dark. And then that's pretty good. Okay. The other thing is Long Strider. Pretty good. And I should pay attention to these. Because they're free. That does mean I could respec myself to also not have to drink potions, but oh well. It's fine. Now. Who gave him Bardic Roll? What is that? Is he getting that from an item or something? I don't know. That's weird. Oh, did they change?
Wherever we go, ye gods.
No, yeah, look at that. He doesn't have extra things.
Have you met my hamster?
Huh. I have not met your hamster, actually. Let's do that. Let's meet your hamster.
Cometh the hour, cometh the hamster.
Mm-hmm. Find familiar. It's permanent. And Boo is here. A companion. Can I talk to Boo? I can throw Boo. Throw Boo. Minsk through Boo. Level 1 beast. Very high dexterity. Prone. Oh, sorry, Boo. Hello. Boo has bite. She's pretty good at 2d4 plus 5. That's fantastic is what that is. Is he gonna just have an entourage of animals behind him? I want to find familiar. Let's see. What do I want to find? What do I like? A rat? No. A spider? How big are spiders? Oh, find familiar doesn't matter. Oh, it's per short rest. Okay. We'll get a short rest in time. Spider is considerably weaker than Boo. Considerably weaker. Can Minsk?
Who says what?
Can Minsk speak with Owlbear Cub? No, it's just me. It's just me. All right. Not next. Okay, so that's pretty important. It basically means I have 2 familiars for short rest. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty cool as well. I also have Ranger's Companion, which is per short rest. But not Boo here. I wonder if Boo works as a Ranger Companion. And that's what's going on. It basically means that he doesn't need a Ranger Companion. Let's get a wolf. No. Oh my god. This wolf is stacked. Holy crap. What is it called? Lupus Optimus. Yeah. This wolf does 2d4 + 4 necrotic damage, and the bite has a possibility to turn septic, which is just, yeah. All right. All right. I'm glad it doesn't.
This city reeks of evil. Or perhaps Boo just needs to bathe.
That we're gonna worry about that later. Let's get him equipped. All right. So that's his equipment. I actually gave Karlak the Bracers of Defense because she doesn't have a shield or an offhand weapon. So that brings our armor class up to 23 from 21. He keeps the 21, but he gets the strength things. I could min-max. I don't want to min-max. I think it's a little bit cheesy. I don't think the game needs you to min-max, but you absolutely can min-max and just make his make strength his dump stat, make constitution Karlak's dump stat or whatever. I don't care for that. I did give him the +2 attack roll helmet over here when a creature has already taken damage, and some advantage on saving throws because his saving throws are kind of rubbish. I gave him movement speed and also +1 armor class when he's obscured, which is pretty good. He gets the fire resistance from here, or cold resistance rather, and also haste, which I need to look into in a little bit. So that's pretty cool. Also, I noticed we need to short rest anyway, because
Craves the crunch of unvirtuous nether.
Because Karlak was way too injured, and that way we get Boo back, and yeah, it's gonna be amazing. But yeah, that's his setup. And also that the armor you know already. So I'm very happy to see how that goes. I could give him some better clothes. We'll play dress up with Minsk later. But for right now, I think we're out of getting out of here.